Today is a day, humanity, I'm alive, praise Yahweh. I actually wanted to emphasize on something today, which I always freestyle, do everything straight out of my heart and desire in the moment, so I don't prepare anything ever. And it's odd for me to prepare something this time, but it's okay. I want to talk about the standard of beauty, and not in a sense of modeling or what's the perfect man, what's the perfect woman. More so, what do we think to know as beautiful are acts of, they have to be perfect, artful, things have to be colorful, or maybe exactly not colorful, but it always needs to grab our attention for it to be something beautiful. Beauty cannot be something that is not given attention to. And I find that there's more and more people, I hope, that are not only me, that see beauty in trivial things. If you know my artist name is Minutiae. Minutiae is the trivial details of a something. My definition, and I will not get too deep into it because it'll always be for a future moment, I hope. The trivial details of life are tons of acts and misunderstood elements in this world that are neglected. And I don't see how we don't emphasize on that beauty as well. It's pretty to be trivial. It's pretty to be ignored. Look at this thing. It has no point and purpose. You can't even see it in the camera. But I am showing you something growing. I am showing you something growing. Can you see it now? Shaking around and everything. To me, that's pretty. To me, that's really pretty. To me, that's an act of love towards God, because you emphasize the things that people usually neglect. And you're not doing it solely for the purpose of it being neglected. You're doing it for the purpose of loving and finding beauty in everything. Beauty is not something that is defined. Beauty is something that you sense and feel. And I would wish you to sense and feel beauty a lot of times. Beauty is in sadness. This is one of my favorites. Being sad is a beautiful thing. Grieving is a beautiful thing. Because you can only feel sad and grieve and feel lost if you were found before, if you were capable before. When you are lost in depression or in winter or in struggle or in darkness, that means that you had a moment where you were found in light, where God was with you. But because we are such habitual creatures, it'll always be that moment of over-satisfaction and, oh, I'm happy, but I've been happy for over a month. It's kind of normal. You know, like there's nothing extra or beautiful to this anymore. But yes, there's so much more to this true light. There's so much more to actual beauty. Like, beauty comes when it's there, and beauty is always there. I'm misusing my words now, but hear me. Hear me. You know, that's why I make art in a very, very weird way. And I'm not gonna use weird, but I'm gonna say crazy. In a crazy way, I make art. My YouTube videos are crazy. I do crazy. I love crazy. Not because it stands out, not because it's other than somebody else, not because it's odd. I'm not doing it to show people that being neglected is stupid or any of these things. I am doing it out of wish to provide an image where beauty always wins. To provide an image where beauty always wins. If I fall, if I fail, if I made the wrong video, if I said the wrong thing, if I did the right thing, it is always beautiful to me. It is always worth sharing. Because if I share, it means that I am accepting of it. It is of my nature. I am happy. I am consentive. I have gone through every cycle of life in my elements, and I can finally say I am happy with my product. I will share it with the next person. I'm not going to share with you something that is unhealthy. I'm not going to share with you something that is not beneficial, because I would hurt you. I'm not here to hurt you. So when I share, when I post, when I do something and give it out to the world, it's because I am happy with the end result. And I would love for you to think twice about that. Why would I be happy with an end result that doesn't sound good, for example, in music? Why would I be happy with an end result that is not a fully fledged conversation or a fully fledged monologue on my YouTube account? Why did the video stop halfway through? Why is he playing odd music in the background? These are tons of questions that even I can vouch for while analyzing or editing or going through my videos. If not, those are the only questions that are being asked, are my own. And even if that's the case, it's only so human for me to interpret life through my own eyes, isn't it? So I do all these actions out of beauty, because beauty transforms anything into an ultimate loving element. No matter what it is that I have or see or do, I am in love with it out of sheer beauty. And I will turn around now because I am far from home. And it makes fit anything that used to not fit in my life. It makes room for sadness and pain and suffering and struggle. And I give it meaning and beauty, as I was saying. Now, ultimately, you will always come back to the point of self-doubt. Doubt is a very treacherous feeling, and with doubt you cannot always win, you know? I say doubt, there's also other things that you can incorporate into that. What is it called? Not self-judgment, which is also one, but lost the act. Yeah, self-consciousness. That's the one I was looking for. Self-consciousness, it's an idea of, what I am doing is not of goodness, it is not good enough, but I am aware that I am doing it, and I am currently stuck in the phase of I am aware I am doing something bad and I can't do anything good to get rid of it. That's self-consciousness. That's, for me, that's what embodies that energy. It's painful to see that, man, because you have something bad and you want to get rid of it. You do not want to hold on to the bad thing, and also you don't want to share the bad thing. You don't want to carry it with you throughout your day, etc., etc. So what do you do with it, with that self-consciousness? You can't really do much about it, can you? So you try to live through it. You try to live through it. The good thing comes around, the bad thing comes around, and you try to get rid of it. But ultimately, that self-consciousness, the moment you feel self-consciousness, it's a loss in my head. In my head, it's a loss because I have done something bad, I'm aware of it, and I can't fix it. You know, and for me, fixing things is always possible because I believe in God. So God will fix for me, and I will pray for it to be fixed. And if it isn't fixed, then it is fixed because God sees fit that I deal with this struggle. So self-consciousness is really treacherous to me. It's a spiral, it's a loop, and the self-consciousness wins. If I don't close my eyes and close my consciousness and say, you know, I go to bed or I do this, I run from it, basically. Now, of course, I work preventive, so I try to not go into a self-conscious state, but that's not always easy either. So, yeah, you get put into a place where it's hard to find beauty because you're evaluating yourself and your self-evaluation is negative. So how are you going to find beauty if you are evaluating your own conscious mind and saying it is not of any positive influence, right? Beauty, yes. I say that is even more beautiful because you can't even find the beauty in it. So the only beauty that is truly to be found in it is God's perspective. Only God, only the Almighty, only the true essence of life can find beauty, and I will correct myself, only the true essence of life and death will find beauty in a moment of self-consciousness. That is so sick to me, bro. That is so sick to me. Like, how did he do that? You know, for me, it's proof and proof and proof, and it makes my heart beat fast and strong. Because God is so cool, man. God is so cool when it comes to that. And yeah, beauty is in everything. And beauty is also in that thing. We're back. Look at your little twin ski, bro. Look at your little twin ski, bro, doing what it's doing. It's crazy. Yeah. 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 This is where I be walking around, bro. This is where I be walking around. But yeah, I gotta get used to this too, man. It's not like, let me put it this way, it's not simple. It's not simple. Why did I bring up self-consciousness in such a hard way? Because yeah, I struggle with that. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't bring it up. But yeah, you fight through it. You fight through it in a way where you try to find beauty in every single moment. And it's not always easy to find beauty. I will say this, I will say this, I will say this. But if you practice it just for a little bit, if you practice it for just a week or just a month, you will utilize it in a better way. And you will find moments where you can truly say, oh yeah, this is beautiful, even though I don't feel good. Good and beauty are two unrelated things, you know? And so I redefine my life in a completely different way. Words are words, but what is the definition of a word? A human came up with the definition of a word. So make that word however you want to utilize it. You know, define your life under your own perspective, under your own well-being, so that when definitions arise, when somebody says, oh, I don't like your hair today, then that's the definition under that sentence shouldn't be I'm not good enough. The definition under that sentence should not be my day is ruined. The definition under that sentence should be that is their opinion, and a human has opinions, and yeah, I also have opinions that don't always sound good to everyone on earth. Not everyone will agree with my opinions, so yeah, it is what it is. That is kind of a definition that I have. Oh, if somebody says something treacherous or bad or negative towards me, then I say, yeah, well, I can't blame you. I can only blame our humanity for you having such an opinion. Like, I have a negative opinion somewhere deep down in me as well that I think is beautiful, so that I can accept it and love with myself and live with my life and keep going. Either way, define your life for your own benefit. It'll save you tons of time, tons of things. Hope you have a blessed day. Stay safe. In God's name, I pray that everyone who watches this has a good day. And everyone who doesn't watch this also has a good day. See you around.